What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2 and my fresh playthrough in 2022. As you saw by the little intro, I made my way into Chaos 8 and it ended just tragically. So I decided to go back to the grind and try to get a little bit more power before I dipped in again. Now, before I get that attempt in, I wanted to kind of go over some things, as this is really kind of a milestone in the game. Once you complete Chaos 7, you're at the point in the game where veteran players or older players were at for several years. So players had literal years to grind in Chaos 7, fully maximize their gear, and increase the quality of their gear up to Chaos 8 by doing Onslaught. Now, as a new player just playing through the game, of course, you don't have all of that grind time in. Now, you're at the point here where, like in Dungeon Defenders 1, you would need to grind up a few levels to be able to equip your new gear, or in Dungeon Defenders Awakened, you'd have to grind to, say, level 83 to get yourself into Massacre mode for the first time. We're at that stage in the game, however, the game does not restrict you. It will allow you to move on. And up until this point, you can really get through the game with just shards. Not even really looking at your stats you're getting, just auto-equipping gear. As long as you have the right shards or you're getting positive shards, you can make it all the way to this point in the game. Now, if you continue on into Chaos 8 right as soon as you get there, when you're like Ascension 125 or Ascension 150, you're gonna have a really rough time. In fact, you're gonna have so rough of a time where it's gonna be quite specific on whether or not you can get a win. You're gonna have to have like exact types of bosses and a lot of extreme luck to go along with it. Now, there's another important aspect of getting to Chaos 7, and that is you're now getting the pristine crafting materials. These are the end game crafting materials, and they're the same materials you're going to use in Chaos 8 and in Chaos 9. Now, since you have access to these pristine crafting materials, you also have the opportunity to upgrade things up past Chaos 7 already into Chaos 8, just like folks did back in the day. The difference is you're going to have to use player markets. Now, currently, as it stands right now, your only limiting factor that you couldn't just access from your regular grind in Chaos 7 is the Chaos 8 amps. However, at this point in the game, you're probably sitting on a nice, big, fat chunk of gold. There's a good chance you could be at 10 million, 6 million, 15 million. You could really have the gold racked up by this point. Now, with that in mind, a full stack, 100, well, actually 99 Chaos Amps, the going rate right now on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation is 500,000 gold for a stack, a full stack of 99. I mean, that's enough to really do up your entire setup. Now, if you had enough grind time in up until this point, you can actually skip Chaos 8 altogether and go right to Chaos 9. Now, you would have a really tough time, but you could easily, just from spending, say, 15 million gold or so, you could upgrade all of your stuff all the way up to maxed out Chaos 8 without ever stepping into a map, just by using player trading. Now, for this particular playthrough, of course, I am not really wanting to use all of those resources. I've been sending most of the things I find over to my main account, in fact. So I started off and jumped in at a lower ascension level right as soon as I had it unlocked. Once again, as I mentioned, it just ended in absolute facepalmage. So I went back to the grind in Chaos 7 to get myself a few more ascension levels. Now, in addition to that, I did go through and move mods around to fill every mod slot on my heroes. Now, I don't have anywhere near like meta sets of mods or the best in slot mods. However, I've got what I had and what I found, and I just moved them around onto the best pieces I had just to put together a basic DPS set. I did this all the way around on every piece of gear on my monk, including the weapon. Frostfire Remnants is an extremely powerful mod at this stage in the game, The earlier you are in the game, the more powerful it is, in fact. Frostfire Remnants is going to drop from the Drakenfrost Keep. It's a guaranteed drop in the victory chest. However, it is only there 1 week every 4 weeks. Now, if you're watching this video, it just happens to be there right now. So if you're following along with this playthrough, as this video went live, then Frostfire Remnants is available. Go do Drakenfrost Keep. You're going to have one, and you'll be able to put it on your weapon. Now, in addition to that, I went on and took 2 items up to Chaos 8, and that is an Earthshatter Tower and a Poison Dart Tower. Now, it is not in your best interest to go and jump this right up to Chaos 8. If you intend on playing the game for a long time, you're going to want to probably grind a little bit and maybe fine-tune a mod set. Back in the day, it used to be kind of a crime to upgrade something to Chaos 8 that didn't have a 10 out of 10 mod on it. So you're really going to want to make this decision after some careful thought and not just jump right into it and start blowing all your gold. Now, as I mentioned, it's about 1 million gold to do 1 relic up to Chaos 8. So I spent 2 million gold right there. Now, with that in mind, as I mentioned, if you had another, 10 million gold, or pardon me, another 5 million gold, you would be able to do all of your other pieces up to max Chaos 8. Now, this, like I said, would allow you to completely skip the tier and go right to Chaos 9. Now, you're going to get steamrolled if you do it. Just saying. But it is possible. Now, another important thing to note is this is a co-op game, y'all. It's not meant to be played solo. Although I'm playing through it solo in this particular series, there are groups to be had. So by all means, feel free to hop on in and join somebody's session. Anyone that builds a map out there, there's a Chaos 9 map right there. Anyone that builds a map out there and leaves it public, what they need to fill in the group is DPS heroes. So if you've got a DPS hero set up, by all means, hop on in. Feel no shame at all. That's what the matchmaking is there for. So, generally speaking, the person who starts the map is usually the person who builds the map, and they're expecting 3 capable DPS to come in and help them. Now, what I mean by capable DPS is having some sort of set put together. It doesn't have to be a perfect set, but have something put together before you jump into a higher tier public game. It's just the right thing to do. Think about if you were the person building that map, who would you want to join your group? You'd want somebody with a DPS set put together to help you out, right? Now, we are going to go ahead and jump back in and try this one again solo. It could go tragically. It might not. The deal with Chaos 8, of course, is the spiders. The Death Weavers, as they're properly named. These guys, when they die, they're going to leave webs on the ground that are going to reduce the defense power, the defense rate, and the defense range of any tower in the area. Now, I get lots of people mentioning it to me because it's kind of a little misinformation from the wiki. Having a tenacity servo does not help you against the spiders at all. So, although it does say it does on the wiki, that is not correct information. You don't throw a tenacity on there and dump all your resources into getting a 10 out of 10 tenacity just for it to not work. It doesn't do anything against the spiders. So ignore that tenacity aspect from the wiki. Now, with those spiders being a thing, we, of course, would want to avoid any sort of RS traps or nodes builds, because if a spider dies right here, it's going to splooge its web all over my defenses and effectively destroy them. Obviously, they're not going to be destroyed, but they're going to be ineffective for the rest of the map. So by using range towers, we're hoping to kill those spiders way over yonder, and then those webs don't affect us. So let's hop on in and give it another shot. We are doing the Molten Citadel. I don't know why I picked this one, but I've just got it in my head that I really want this to be my first Chaos 8 win. So we are going to head on into the Mage's Quarters, the Molten Citadel, and give it a whirl. Let's hop to it. And here we go into Chaos 8 Molten Citadel. Now, I still do think there's going to be a lot of RNG involved. With only 200 Ascension, I'm just not powerful by any means at all. Now, I do have not a perfect, but a decent set of shards and mods now. On the Earth Shatter, we're going with anti-melee defense rate and controller with an Earth Toss destruction and defense rate. On the Poison Dart Towers, we are going destruction, defense rate, and deadly strikes. And we're actually going to use some walls still. I've got fortification, power pylon, that's doing nothing for me though, and sharpened spikes. The reason I'm going to go ahead and put walls in anyway is I'm going to need just some sort of decoy to soak up a little damage up at the front. I'm going to put it on the second stair down all the way around. So let's just go ahead and drop us some walls down just like so. Now on this lane, I'm going to go ahead and double wall it. And the reason being is as we DPS this map, we're going to start on that side and we're going to work our way around the map. That's going to leave this side unattended for a little while and a solid chance of my walls getting just smacked right in the face. So then that's going to leave us enough DU for our Poison Dart Towers and our Earth Shatters. So I'm going to go with Poison Dart Towers in the front. I'm going to go one on each side, kind of in a crossfire here. I am putting them up in the air, that way they'll shoot over the rail a little bit. We also have flyer lanes here. We're going to want to make sure to get some flyer coverage in. And we're going to do the same thing on all the lanes here. So just kind of setting them up in a little crossfire, just hoping that we get some shots fired over the rail. And then, of course, we need our Earth Shatter hotness. Now, the Earth Shatters, you can kind of put wherever you want, but I kind of prefer to put them in the same way. The reason being is if they're set up kind of in that crossfire formation on the lane, both of them have 100% lane coverage, but they're also going to be hitting over into these sides of the lanes. And that's really what's going to save the day, is any of these mobs getting knocked up and CC'd over towards the sides. So going with something like that here all the way around as well. We'll go like right there. We'll go say right there. And then once again here and here. Now, my chances of success are not fantastic. However, I do think it's possible that I could beat the map here. I'm hoping I get some very nice bosses. So I've got Burning Strikes now, so a Drakenlord would not necessarily be a terrible deal, as they're not super tough. They just have that shield on them. Ogres wouldn't really be too bad. And then Skellies are always more than welcome just by their super slow run speed. Now we've got 400 left. I'm going to go ahead and hit all of these walls just in hopes that they don't get destroyed. And then that's going to leave me 250. So I think I'm just going to hit, say, one Poison Dart Tower on each lane. And then I'm going to hit both of those flyer Poison Dart Towers as well. Now this is going to leave me starting the combat phase with 0 mana. So I am going to want to collect some mana up right away. Another important thing to note, at this stage in the game, mages, those book riders, can be quite brutal, as they're going to hang out in the back, like right around, say, in this area, and they're just going to sit there and throw at those walls. So they will destroy them. You're going to want to make sure to keep an eye out for those. Besides the bosses, I think that is the main deal. But let's go ahead and give it a shot here. We'll see how it runs. This could be ugly, or it could be glorious. One of the two. Let's check it out. Now I'm going to try to start getting damage in right away on everything. Remember, I do have the Frostfire Remnants. Frostfire Remnants is super powerful the earlier I can get it to proc. Now, that Drenching Strike Shard actually goes remarkably well with Frostfire Remnants, because that is frost damage on the ground, and Drench and the frost damage is going to combine for the freeze combo, and that's going to give me a little bit of crowd control. Now, taking a look at the mini-map, we got some stuff about to go down, it seems like, in that middle lane here. So I'm going to keep working these guys and see what we can do. Hopefully, I don't get overrun here, but you see my DPS output is just not wonderful. It's acceptable, but it's not wonderful. There's those mages in the back. Now, remember, you got that Sparkle Party pet. it does hit quite hard. So make sure to use it, not just for assassins, but if you're in a situation where you're going to get overrun. Now, I need to grab some mana here real quick, because our middle wall here is just getting smacked. Oh, it's actually too late. And I just did the ultimate facepalm here. So am I going to survive the start of this one? Let's check it out. Kind of a rough transition into the beginning. Now the problem is I'm not really going to be able to stop DPS. I've got to keep going. So I'm not able to like switch back over to the Squire and get a wall back down. I'm just going to have to watch the side lanes and pray and hope I can get through to the next wave. Now, if I would have got over here just a second sooner and wouldn't have died, then we might have been onto something good here. Now, I see the other lane is starting to get smacked, so I really want to get this lane clear as soon as I can. Let me get in there and melee him a bit, and let's get over here. We're going to throw a repair on that wall. Now, remember the mages. The mages are very, very important to get those down. So even if you've got a pack creeping up your lane, the mages are most likely going to be more important as far as a kill priority. So get those mages down. Now, you see that freeze combo is putting in some serious work. It is really saving the day here. And that, of course, is the combination of having Drenching Strikes and then using Frostfire Remnants. We had a little Wither Beast get in the ground there for just a second. It appears that this lane is pretty clear. So let's go ahead and move back over. We got another push over here. And like I said, I really think this is going to boil down to what bosses I get. If I get a friendly group of bosses, I think things are going to be a lot easier. Remember, Frostfire Remnants also helps you against flyer lanes, as you saw right there. So make sure you are spraying it around, as it's just really, really good. That is for sure. Alrighty, and there we go. So we actually cleared it. I think there was a little luck involved there. But let's see what our first boss is going to be. Okay, we got a Skelly. Now, hopefully, it's not a Slakelion, because I don't want a skeleton that I'm going to have to deal with every wave. But that's not terrible. So we will take it. Let's get our wall back. And then, you know, of course, upgrades are the stuff. So let's get some upgrades in. In fact, I'm going to throw 2 upgrades on that wall, and 1 more on this wall. What is that going to leave me? 598. I got a little trickle laying around over there that can get me to 600. Let's go ahead and get 1 upgrade on everything here. Just make sure everything is upgraded at least once. Some of these things, of course, I've already touched. And, oops, went on and hit that one again by accident. And I'm going to want, if I had a little bit more mana anyway, am I going to be able to get enough? Not a chance. I'd love to get more upgrades on the Poison Dart Towers that are handling the flyers right now. It actually looks like I'm going to get 1 of them. Let's go ahead and hit that one. We'll upgrade that one and then see how it goes. Like I said, we got that Skelly. Now, one of the benefits about the Skelly is it's a super slow mover, but I'm going to be able to just range it down. I'm probably not going to have to run up to it. Now, if I get a clear spot where I can drop in and deliver a good nuke, I will definitely take that opportunity. But we're going to have to see how that goes. So let's get our Frostfire popping here. Keeping an eye out for those mages. Now, I want to get over to that center wall a little bit sooner this time, even if there's still enemies here. The second that middle wall starts to blink yellow, I think I am going to just get on over there. And it's a mage throwing at it normally, I think. We're actually clearing really, really good now. Now, in that fail that I did earlier, I was using Concussive instead of Drenching Strikes. And I think I was missing a big opportunity there with the Frostfire, as I've only gone up, what, 50 Ascension levels or so? And this is like night and day difference. That last run was an absolute chaotic mess pretty much the whole time. So big, big, big difference. And taking advantage of an elemental combo. You know, the elemental combos in the game are... Oh my gosh, I lost it again. Just missed it. And it was that mage right there that was throwing at it, I'm pretty sure. But let's see if we can't tough it out here in the middle again. Now, the problem now, of course, is I got to get this lane clear before that boss comes, or I'm going to be in real big trouble. Now, I still got my pet. Can take advantage of the pet. Those mages, man, I tell you, they are just brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. They hit like a truck, and they're some little skelly spawning mofos. Oh my gosh. It looks like we got it cleared out, though. There's a couple of stragglers left, but for the most part, we're in good shape. It seemed like it went from like maybe 25-30% to just instant down there in one whack. Okay, and there's our mages throwing. Let's get those burned out, as that is definitely a big aspect, a big part of the challenge. Try to keep this wall repaired here. It's a nice big push in this lane. That freeze combo is without question saving the day. Just saving the day. I don't know why I neglected that on that last attempt. It would have been really cool to have been able to get a win there, but I did. I neglected it. Okay, now we've got another mage. We got a wither beast in the ground. We got our wall about to go down here. Holy crap. You know what? I'm going to have to use my pet. Let's get out here. We'll get that sparkle party ripping. Sadly, I didn't get the wither beast, did I? Oh, I didn't get the mage for sure. I need to get over to that other lane. But let me get this guy down, because he's going to destroy that wall just sitting there throwing at it. Now, I think I can leave the skellies, though. Okay, and it is a Slakelion, so I'm going to want Slakelion to die very, very quickly. The sooner the better, actually. So I think I've got a little window here. Let me wait until a boost is back up. That's 6 seconds. And no crit. That's unfortunate, but it did do a nice bit of damage to him, and we'll be able to get him down, no problem. Alright, so Slakelion down. I gotta really work on this middle wall here. This is an issue. If we had 2 bosses, I probably would not have survived. Let's see, let's drop it again. I'm gonna hit it with 2 upgrades there. How are we doing over here? That back wall, I'm just gonna leave it there as last resort. Let's go ahead and hit this other flyer lane here. Then that leaves us 576. What do we got? All right, we got a captain. Now, the captain and another skelly. Now, it's nice to get in that skelly, but the captain is a heavy, heavy hitter. So I'm going to want to try to get the captain down right away, too. In fact, I might try to kite him down and around a little bit. We'll have to see how that goes. Since this is the heavy boss lane, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this lane. We're going to hit both Poison Dart Towers, and we're going to hit both Earth Shatters. Let's hit one of these Poison Dart Towers, just because that lane was getting hammered so heavy. And let's see what we can do. Now, yeah, I'm worried, y'all. I am worried. This is getting a little bit sketch. We got our Slakelion down here. See if we can't get a little mini nuke delivered. I don't have my buff up or my pet. Well, I don't want to use my pet, actually. Alright, well, we got Slakelion down. See if we can't get through this pack of enemies here. Need some Frostfire proccage here. Where you at, Frostfire? I see ya, I see ya. There we are. We got ice cubes now. Ice cubes are important. Looking good. Here comes the captain. Alright, I don't have... really sucks I don't have a boost up yet. I'm going to try to get one here, though. Alright, I got about half damage on the captain, so that's more than enough. That's more than enough to get the job done. We also have, what, another mage. Middle lane's getting walloped, and I got assassins now. Try to get a heal off. The Earth Shatters are going to do a real good job at peeling the assassins off. But you're going to have to position. You're going to have to get in front of them right when that assassin comes. This one, I think I'm already in good shape for the assassin here. Now remember, the whole point of Sparkle Party was to deal with those assassins. So you've got it there to use it versus assassins. I'm using it against the bosses here because I'm terrified at the moment. I'm going to have to blow it on this pack again. Oh, no. No, it's not looking good here, y'all. Not looking good. Come on, Earth Shatters. Get it, get it, get it. Luckily, we can shoot right through the middle here. Alright, Sparkle Party saving the day. Boy, last resort in it, huh? This lane is quite painful. Now, let's see. We need to get a repair channeling on this wall here. And then rinse and repeat. Mages gotta go. They gotta go. They gotta go. Now, I could get out there and smack them. They're going to die a little quicker. But then, of course, I'm out there. There's a bunch of baddies out there. So I'm trying to keep, trying to avoid from having to run out there. Now, there's another mage over on the corner, actually. Let's Sparkle Party this pack. And then try to get these mages down. Oh, no, another Slakelion. So we're going to have 2 Slakelions to deal with every wave now. That's rough. That is rough. Let's see if we can't get this pack burned up as well. I'm just going to drop a nuke into the pack here. That's a real good way on a nuke monk to get your Frostfire procking if it's not there for you. Is remember you can nuke anything. You can nuke packs. So you get a pack of mobs, your shot is going to cleave into the entire pack of them. And you're going to get a nice big boom from that Frostfire. So it is, it's a lifesaver in so many ways. Now, oh my gosh, we're on wave 4, y'all. We are getting closer. Those 2 Slakelions is quite the thought here. All right, let's get that wall back. I hate dropping all this mana every wave on that wall. Let's go ahead and hit that. Let's upgrade both of these. Now what do we got? We got another captain and yet another Skelly. Now the Skelly, like I said, I love that it's a slow walker, but if it's a Slakelion, I'm going to have to deal with it every wave, and that's just rough. So I think we need to upgrade these more. That's just all there is to it. Man, I hate to dump everything here. Let me hit 2 of those as well. This is going to be quite rough, there's no doubt. But let's let it fly and see what we can do here. We got Slakelions out to what? Now the good news here is our nuke is going to hit them both with just one swing. So that's a positive, I guess. Alright, now let's see. Do we have mages over there already? I'm convinced that that is what it is that's tearing this area up so fast. Is those mages, but let's keep on going here. Keep on keeping on. So it's gonna boil down to what? We got another captain. Gonna try to drop on a nuke on the captain, and then we got yet another Skelly. Now I'm kind of hoping this one's a Plaguing Hawk. Okay, here comes the captain, and he's coming. The captain's coming out of that lane, which is actually going to be nice because if I can get Frostfire proccing in that lane, the Frostfire is going to wreck the captain. Let's see if we can't get it going. Let's get a stun in there, too. Oh, I missed the nuke on him. I think I dragged against that other mob and didn't get the shot. But the Petrify for the win. Captain down. Now we've got another Skelly to deal with. This lane held up this time, but, you know, we got those mages out there doing their thing. Dang, uppity mages. I got my kitty cat back up. I could jump down. Hey, you know what? I'm going to do it. Just get a big old puddle of Frostfire going on the ground right there. See if I can get the hell out of here without getting wrecked. Nice. All right. The mages are down. That was not pretty. That was not pretty, y'all. Not by any means. You know, I'm starting to wonder now. I just grinded the crap out of Chaos 7. I did Drakenfrost Keep because it's such good XP. And plus, I need reroll tokens on my main. So, I mean, I did Drakenfrost Keep to get the reroll tokens. But I just think if I would have left that Drenching Strikes in on that first run back 50 Ascension levels ago, it may have been a just crazy different result. Right, I'm going to have to get my kitty down in this mess. Kitty cat is in there. We're going to have to bust these guys up. There we go. We got them down. We got Hex Throwers tossing now. We got Flyers coming in. Remember, we still got another boss, too. Surprised. Oh, I'm surprised he's coming this late, to be honest. And we got a mage down there as well. You know, if I... It's kind of cheesy. Will freely admit that. But if this was an account I was going to keep for a while and wasn't just doing for this playthrough and I was like starting a legitimate another account over again, I think I probably would have just skipped Chaos 8. And I would have had to, what I would have done is gone to Chaos. Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh, Flyers got me. I was not expecting that. Well, let's get a replay going. Now, anyway, like I said, I think I would have skipped Chaos 8, gotten one token Chaos 9 win in a group, and then started Ancient Power resets. I think that's what I would have done, because I would have basically have gotten Ascension caps without ever stepping foot in Onslaught. And, I mean, that the whole thought of that is glorious. Absolutely glorious. So, all right, what am I going to want to do there? I was not expecting the Flyers to get me in like that. Well, I mean, you know, we got to do what we got to do. Now, since we replayed from Wave, the Slakelions are gone. So that's going to be one less thing to have to deal with. So that's good, I guess, right? I mean, obviously, it would have been better to win the Wave. But, you know, at least the Slakelions are gone and we don't have to put up with them. And I'm remembering the captain's going to come out this side. The Plaguing Hawk's going to be at the end of the wave. And hopefully we'll just be to a point where I can just spray the Plaguing Hawk down. And then it's going to come around, well, assuming I can get past this wave, it's going to boil down to, can we beat Wave 5? Which is going to be the tough thing. Now, another interesting thing, now, of course, ideally, you would have re-rolled mods. You would have grinded more in Chaos 7. You know, gotten some mods to re-roll. Remember, the farther you level something, the more expensive it is to re-roll. So, you know, like a lot of people even prefer to do their re-rolls and their tinkering in campaign after an Ancient Power reset, as then it's the absolute cheapest. But, like, right now we're earning, or we have the ability to earn the re-roll tokens for Chaos 7, 8, or 9, but out of those, it's going to be the cheapest to reroll at Chaos 7. So, anyway, what I was rambling about there was, if you rolled your mods up prior to taking it to Chaos 7, then of course you'd have the start of a set of armor to be proud of. So then, instead of going around and looking for loot in the next Chaos tier, you could just upgrade that stuff. So you can target farm the crafting materials you need to upgrade your pieces of gear, and you can get yourself completely blown through Chaos 8 very, very quickly. I'm not positive. I may end up doing that. I'm not sure. I may grind it out, or I may end up just getting upgrade materials. Now, this, of course, for me, is an alt account that I don't have any plans on keeping. So I'm not going to waste any reroll tokens on this account. Yeah, just not going to do it. I'm going to just take those as a little mini reward for my main for going through this series and keep these pristine crafting materials over on my main account. How we doing here? It's going super smooth right now. Famous last words. Now I gotta remember it was the Flyers that got me, right? So I need to put a little bit of love into those Flyers, that's for sure. I'd love to get a Frostfire explosion down there where those mages are at. Well, I'd settle for one right here now. More booms, please. More booms. Get some splody bombs going off and get these guys all frozen up. But this is a pretty good example at how powerful the elemental combos in the game are. They're going to continue to be powerful throughout the remainder of the experience at this point in the game. In fact, you'll get to a point where you're not even going to want to do a setup unless you have some sort of elemental combo in it. They're just that good. So that's a good example. I mean, right now, completely what is saving the day is Drenching Strikes and Frostfire Remnants. It just is. It is, without a doubt, 100% saving the day for him. Okay, Mr. Plaguing Hawk is finally coming. I think I'm just going to try to spray him down. If the lane's all clear. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Flyers, flyers, flyers. Okay, we got Frostfire on that lane. We got Frostfire on this lane. Oh my gosh. Quite sketch, huh? Alright, now the Plaguing Hawk, luckily. Oh no! Is there still something throwing? No, I think that was a straggler flyer. I was gonna say, did I lose it again? Yeah, I think that was a straggler flyer there, so we just need to, actually, we got a bugged Skelly. I think he was down in the lava there. Right, well, we didn't lose anything that time, which is nice. Which means we don't have to dump that cash. Now, let me go ahead and take that up. I'm going to take both of these up one more, because we're to the point where it's a real deal now. And what kind of bosses do we have? See, we're going to have a Siege Roller there. The Siege Roller is going to be a pain in the butt, but at least they move nice and slow. We've got a Quibbly and a Tuskar. This could be quite challenging, but I'm absolutely ecstatic that I'm in Wave 5 right now of Chaos 8, so yeah. Let's just get it here. I think it's going to be all about getting that Siege Roller down. Quibbly, of course, is going to do a lot of damage. Like, he'll destroy this wall and then destroy those towers very, very quickly. The Siege Roller, of course, is going to be a slow mover, but depending on when it comes out, if it comes out early, I'm going to want to try to get it dead as soon as possible, really. The only good Siege Roller is a dead Siege Roller. You know, it's one of those situations. You go, Freeze. You go, save my butt. You know what? Now it's like a facepalm moment. Oh, the Siege Roller's here. It really is like a facepalm moment, because now I'm thinking, when that fail run I had as the intro, I'm really thinking I maybe could have completed it. You know? Now, of course, we're playing a Rocket Dodgers. Get a stun on that Siege Roller and see, maybe we can get a little help from Frostfire here. Some Frostfire explosions on Mr. Siege Roller would be nice. No? There's no way I can get behind him right now to get any shots off. So I'm hoping just to get some Frostfire booms here. Okay, I got shots now. We got them booty shots now. Come on now. Don't kill me already. Alright, I'm going to try to get over there for a nuke. Oh, and I missed, but I did do a lot of damage to it. Looks like it was a little bit of a glancing blow there. Completely missed the sweet spot, though. Alright, now Siege Roller down. This lane just got jalopied, huh? Now, I'm going to have to kill these mages and stuff, and I need to heal myself, but I'm getting a tiny little trickle of healing from that shard, but it's just not a great shard. The other lane is getting smacked, too, but mage down. Let's see what we can do over here. We may have to drop, you know what, let's just drop a Sparkle Party right there and a nuke. I forgot the boost. Looks like we still got through the mage. Did we get him? Yeah, we got him. Alright, so our front wall is going down, but remember we do have that backup. I just need to get out there and start making it happen here because, yeah, it's getting super sketch over there. At least they're down the lane a ways. Now, there's a Wither Beast in the pack, as you see. I do have my Sparkle Party going to be back up. Actually, it's up right now. I'll do it with the Assassins. Alright, we got the Assassin and the pack, so that worked out about perfect. About to die again, though. Right, here come the flyers. That wall is getting smacked too. See if we can't repair that wall. Get these flyers down. Okay, now here comes Tuskar. I gotta get a little help on these flyers before I just run off. Oh yes, you freeze, you dirty little flyers. Right, is that good enough? I think it is. Oh no, wall down. I still got my cat. Okay, Tuskar down. Is Quibbly down? I think Quibbly's down already. Woof! Well, all we got left is 2 stuck mobs. So we got it. There is the very first Chaos 8 win. But boy, that was just not pretty at all. Now, it got the job done. It shows you get through Chaos 7. You dump some of your gold, crafting materials, put together a basic set of gear, make sure you have all the shards you need, and you can get wins. Now, it's not going to be good and ideal, but you can start getting wins. Now, we also got a few more Chaos 8 amps right here in the box. So, you know, we're going to be able to take 3 of our armor pieces up to Chaos 8 just from the amps that are here, assuming I have enough gold. Yeah. I mean, we're doing it, y'all. We're doing it. Now, here is the intention from this point on. I'm going to set this monk up as best as I can. Get him in full Chaos 8 gear. And then I'm going to bust in and do a Chaos 9 map in a public group. And I'm going to do the DPS. And we'll go through the full enchilada with that. Just doing that one map is going to give me the ability to get max ascension caps in an ancient power reset without ever stepping in onslaught at all. So good stuff there, and that's going to get it for now. So thank you all so much for watching. I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.